Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a subscriber requested video. So I had a lovely subscriber ask if I would do a video on my blind buy fails. So as I've mentioned many times before, about 98% of my collection are blind buys. I typically blind buy everything because I live in a little bit of a remote area, so I don't have a ton of options around as far as being able to go in and actually smell fragrance. So a lot of my purchases are made online, having never smelled them before. So most of the time I am fairly successful with blind buying because I know that the notes that I enjoy, I also know the types of fragrances that I gravitate towards. So, and there are certain houses that I just adore, so I know that pretty much anything I get from that house I'm going to love. But I do have a handful here that did not work out for me for one reason or another. So I've got 6 different fragrances here. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna give it a sniff to one. So, okay, the first one that I have to talk about is Billionaire Boyfriend by Kate Walsh. So this is one that I've been on the hunt for the regular boyfriend because I think it was Amy Loves Perfume that talked about what a good amber perfume that is, and so I'm dying to get my hands on a bottle of that. They did discontinue it, like it had its first run, they discontinued it, and then they have since brought it back out. Now I don't know if it's been reformulated or not, so I'm trying to find a bottle from that kind of first run. But in the meantime, I did come across this little half-ounce bottle on eBay, and it was like $6 or $7. So I looked it up. The note sounded like something that I would totally enjoy, and unfortunately, it smells good in the bottle, but on my skin, it cheapens a lot, and it just ends up smelling like a really not good, cheap perfume. So it smells really, really good in the bottle, but again, it's just my chemistry, and that's really the problem with these perfumes. It is nothing to do with the perfumes. I think that they smell good, and most of them I think smell really good from the bottle, but they just do something weird with my chemistry. So if you have these perfumes and you love them, please let me know in the comment section below, because I love to hear about somebody else's experience with perfumes that don't work for me, or some that do work for me but it just smells completely different on their skin. It's really, really interesting how much our personal body chemistry affects the way that fragrances perform or behave on our skin. It's really interesting. But anyways, on my skin this does not smell good. Let me tell you what the notes of this are. So this has top notes of bergamot, tangerine, and lush green leaves. Heart notes of black jasmine, velvet orchid, gardenia, and patchouli flower, and a base of amber. So on paper, this should be right up my alley. It smells really good in the bottle, but again, it just cheapens up on my skin and just ends up smelling not so good. So that's my first fail, blind buy fail, I should say. Okay, the next one, I'm so sad about this one because it smells so good in the bottle, but again, it does something really weird on my skin. Actually, more than anything, I don't think it does anything on my skin. This might be one that I'm just anosmic to. I cannot smell it at all because I can literally spray 100 sprays of this perfume all over me and I don't smell it, period, on me. So this was a fail. This is Desnuda by Emmanuel Ungaro. So this was an eBay find. I was scrolling through perfume on eBay and I saw this huge 3.4 ounce fluid, 3.4 fluid ounce bottle on eBay for like, I want to say it was maybe $14 or something. So I just snapped it up. I did look it up, of course, and all of the notes in this sound right up my alley. They sound amazing. And in the bottle, this smells really good, what I can smell, but it's very light to me in the bottle and I can just almost barely detect it. So the notes on this one are top notes of Sicilian bergamot, blood mandarin orange, white peach, cardamom, and pepper, heart notes of tuberose, freesia, jasmine, iris, Chinese rose, cyclamen, and plum, and base notes of mimosa, sandalwood, cinnamon, vanilla, musk, and osmanthus. All notes that I am crazy about, but I can't smell any of them in this. I literally can't smell any of them. So it's really sad. This is a beautiful perfume. What I can smell of it, it's really nice, but and the more I open it and smell it, the less I can smell. So it's like when I first set it down and, you know, if I let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, I can smell it for a second when I first open it, but the more I open the lid and put it up to my nose, it's like I can smell less and less every single time. So I'm not totally sure, you know, if I got a bad one or if maybe this is a knockoff or something. I don't think it is though, because it does have a batch code on the bottom, if my camera will focus. It does have a batch code on the bottom right here, so, and I haven't checked it because it was such an inexpensive perfume and it was just kind of an impulse buy, but yeah, this one just really does not work for me, which I'm really sad about. Okay, the next one now this is funny anyways because, funny story, this was on my watch list on eBay. This is Avon Rare Pearls, and I had just been kind of browsing through Avon perfumes on Fragrantica and reading reviews of different ones because they're so incredibly affordable. And I don't own any Avon perfumes in my collection, but this one got really good reviews. So I looked for it on eBay, and somebody had these little roller balls, and these are 10 mil, and they are pen sprays, I believe. Yeah, they're little 10 mil pen sprays. Now, I got a notification from eBay saying something like the seller has lowered their price. It was like $4 and change, and with free shipping. So I was like, oh, awesome. So I went ahead and I quickly got on there and I bought it. Well, when I was checking out after I had already committed to buying it, I realized that the quantity was 4. So it ended up being $16 for 40 mils, which it really is not a bad price at all. And I'm not complaining about the price. I just did not realize I was buying 4 of them. But this perfume is not for me. This is one that it doesn't have anything to do with my body chemistry. I just don't like how this smells. This smells dated to me, but in a bad way. So yeah, this smells, this just does not smell good. Let me go ahead and read the notes for you. So this is top notes of rosewood, plum, honey, pepper, heart notes of a dominant heart note of magnolia, and base notes of musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. So on paper, again, this sounds like everything that I would love in a perfume, but again, it doesn't work for me. It smells dated, again, not in a good way. Me, it's just not my cup of tea, but so there's that one. Okay, the next one that I have to talk about is called Vanille Noir, and this is by Yves Rocher, and this is from the Secrets d'Essences. I know, I'm sorry, I'm abysmal when it comes to pronunciation, but this is an eau de parfum, and this is a little roll-on, and I came across this on Mercari, and I think it was $6 with free shipping, so it was really inexpensive. Oh my gosh, and it smells so stunning in the roller ball. This is made up of just 3 different types of vanilla, so it is Absolute of bourbon vanilla, which gives it a leathery note. This also has Absolute of Tahitian vanilla, which is a soft and floral vanilla, and also Absolute of Ugandan vanilla, which is a woody and spicy vanilla. This smells stunning in the little roller ball, but earlier when I was sniffing my hand, I was trying to see if I could detect this on my hand, and I can a little bit, but that's the problem with this one is I could roll this all over my entire body and very faintly smell it. Like, it's really almost undetectable on my skin. My skin is notorious for eating vanilla up like no other. I don't have a ton of straight vanilla perfumes that actually last on my skin because they just don't. This one is like really bad though. as far as just not lasting. It also smells almost exactly like Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. So you can definitely get the same type of scent with that scent, and it's much more accessible, and I do own that one as well. But yeah, I love the way this smells. I can't smell it on my skin at all. So there's that one. Okay, the next, and this is a massive, massive blind buy fail for me. So this next one is Nude by Bill Blass. So this is another, I think this is another eBay find for me. And in the bottle, I don't mind how it smells. I don't think that it's like the worst thing in the world. However, on my skin, this does something really, really weird. So the notes on this are top notes of, well, actually it just gives a list of notes. It doesn't really do top, heart, and base, but so I'll just read off the notes for you. So the notes on this are aldehydes, rose, narcissus, jasmine, ylang ylang, moss, musk, vetiver, and sandalwood. So there's something that is clashing with the sandalwood in this that is making it not smell very good. So I can smell the sandalwood, but I think it's the aldehydes and the sandalwood together is making it almost have a urine smell. So it's just not good. It really does. And the color of it is unfortunate too. It looks like urine. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not being offensive to anybody, but it really does kind of smell like pee, and it also really does kind of look like pee. And on my skin, this does something so weird. It smells horrendous on me. So this was a huge, huge blind buy fail. Okay, and then the next one is a Scentbird fail. Yes, it smells like pee.
Somebody peed in it.
Stinky. So bad. Okay, now the next one is a Scentbird fail, and I'm really sad about this. So I subscribe to Scentbird so that I can try out expensive niche perfumes, because you get, and I think these are 8.5 mils. No, they're 8 mils. So you get a little 8 mil bottle each month, and it's like 15 bucks a month. So for me to be able to try houses such as Amouage and Mancera and what are some other ones that I've got on my list? Raja, things like that, really, really pricey perfumes. Being able to get them through Scentbird at a discounted price, or not discounted I should say, but at a reasonable price to be able to test it out, I love the idea of that. So I strictly use Scentbird just for expensive niche perfumes. And this is Amouage Blossom Love. So this is not a bad perfume by any means. It's just not very good. There's nothing special smelling about this. It smells like 10 other things that I have in my collection. And for the price point of this, I just feel like if you're going to be charging, you know, $300 plus for a bottle of perfume, that it needs to be really, really special. So this is not special. This is, again, when I read the notes on this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to love it. It smells like something I would love. But when I got it, I was just disappointed because, again, there's nothing special about it. So this has top notes of bergamot and heliotrope, middle notes of amaretto, which I love, ylang ylang, rose, and cherry blossom. And the cherry blossom in this is very overwhelming. It almost drowns out everything else. Okay, and base notes of amber, tonka bean, vanilla, and suede. I love heliotrope. I love all the base notes. I love all of the notes in this, but yeah, that cherry blossom note really, really is overbearing, and to me, it kind of drowns out all of the other notes in the perfume, and it's just not special smelling at all. So I'm not like sad that I got it through Scentbird at all. This is exactly why I use Scentbird, but I would never ever pay $300 plus for this perfume. So that was a Scentbird fail. So anyways, guys, these are my blind buy fails. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.